Hello HCW wrestling fans, this is your Commissioner David Harold with the Wrestling Weekly Roundup. As you saw last week, I came to you suffering with illness. I'm still struggling with that, but I feel like I'm on the tail end of that now. So thank you again for all the support that I've been shown by the HCW Championship Committee regarding that. So this week, a couple of things to go through. As you know, we are now on the road to the International Challenge, May the 21st at the Railway in Oakham. It's going to be a very special evening of HCW wrestling action. International Challenge is the theme. Many stars will be on hand. Representing the UK, you will see the likes of Paul Malin, a man who, over the last 10 years in wrestling, has become one of the stalwarts of the British scene and has undoubtedly become someone who is very highly respected by everyone who steps in the ring with him and in the back who seek advice from him. And having dealt with Paul Malin myself previously over the years for various different promotions, he has definitely proven himself to be a credit to this company, and it's my honour that I could have actually spotlighted him briefly here today, because this man deserves the respect of everyone in and out of the HCW locker room. Johnny Rolls will be there, of course, the heart and soul of HCW, as I've always said, and of course he goes one-on-one with Lewis Blaine. Now, I mentioned last week this match, there's a lot of history, and I don't think I did that quite enough justice. The history that goes back between these two men as friend and foe, we're going back so many years now, and to say that it will come to a head at the International Challenge, I think would do both men a disservice. This, as the Commissioner, I've always viewed as this is the rivalry that is ongoing and it will never truly end. And the International Challenge will just be another chapter in that. And it's definitely a match that a lot of long-time HCW fans will be watching very closely, as well as myself. And of course, we've got many more stars on hand that afternoon. So if you've got the time, please come and support this event. The International Challenge is going to be a very exciting day of professional wrestling action. Tickets are still available, so please get in touch with the local ticket office there at the Railway in Oakham, and we will keep hyping and promoting and spotlighting that event as we get ever so closer to it now. In terms of that, I have come up with something of a prize, so to speak, for the potential winners. Now, I did state that the winning nation, we're not using nation, the winning team will receive a prize. However, I've got to prepare for every eventuality. So, if the afternoon, the evening, if it ends a draw, where it's 2-2 for example, for each represented team, that presents a conundrum. So, provisionally, I've set in play a stipulation. It's been hard putting this together, but nevertheless, I think it was imperative that I do create something like this. If we end in a draw, we will have an international tiebreaker match as part of the Summer Sizzler tour. I don't know what leg of the tour that would be, but I've got that in the back of my mind for every eventuality. So to everyone involved at the International Challenge, you must remember that. Should it go to a draw, one way or another, we will have a decisive winning team coming out of that event. Now, to finish this week, Bully Boy Carter. I received a statement from Bully Boy, Mr. Carter. Of course, he comes by the way of Elgin, Scotland. Now, he wanted to apologise for his recent ways, so to speak, in HCW. Now, this past weekend was the Wrestlers' Reunion for British Wrestling over in Leeds, a yearly event, fantastic event. Wrestlers from the past and present all come together to celebrate the roots and the tradition of wrestling in this great country. And apparently this afternoon that he attended inspired him and made him realise that he had to take on a bout of reflection and realise that his ways in HCW may have been wrong. So he has assured me, the Commissioner, after my alleged harsh words about him, that he's a changed man, and he's going to do a lot of reflection, and he's going to change the way he performs, acts and governs himself in and out of the ring for HCW. Mr. Carter, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt with this. I'm going to take you for your word. But rest assured, sir, I will be watching you even closer than before. I am not singling you out, as you may think. I am not picking on you, for lack of a better term. I see the potential in you, and I've seen it for over a decade. Prove me wrong. I am your Commissioner, and I'm not saying this to be a tyrant, I'm saying this because I want to be fair to everyone in the locker room. You have a place in HCW. I want you to keep your place in HCW. So, sir, I'm going to take you for your word value, and hopefully you can impress me and everyone in HCW. So that will be it this week, ladies and gentlemen, for the Wrestling Weekly Roundup. As I say, my recent ill health, I'm at the tail end of it now, so I'm hoping to be in a proper official capacity for you at the next week's Wrestling Weekly Roundup, where we will continue to spotlight the International Challenge, once again coming to you May the 21st at the Railway in Oakham, and we will continue to discuss the upcoming Summer Sizzler Tour, where plans are ongoing, and it's going to be a very, very special summer, a tour, whichever way you want to go with it. It's going to be an incredible experience. And I also want to thank you again for the fans who are tuning in on YouTube, and also I would also like to give a shout out. Of course, we are once again affiliated with the AIWF, who are continuing to help and support us, and on social media they continue to give us the coverage, so I want to thank you very much for that as well, and for the Championship Committee for sticking by me for the last couple of weeks as I've tried to get myself back into full health. So that'll be it this week. I will join you next week. As always, I've been your HCW Commissioner David Harrold, and as I always say, I thank you for your time, and I thank you for your support.